want to talk about Crisis on Infinite Earths because we've gotten some more news from Comic-Con and just from word of mouth of like articles that have been dropping online about this. It's going to be quite a huge event going on because you have a few CW shows that are actually in separate universes but still in the same multiverse, so they still cross over similarly to what they did back then, because Supergirl and Black Lightning, while being in the same multiverse, are technically in their own universes, basically.
Right.
So what I think they're going to do within Crisis on Infinite Earths is bring those continuities into the Arrowverse. So,
which would make a certain amount of sense. That'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be really nice to see.
So here's some of the recent updates we got, and I'm going to tell you about really quick. So we know that we're going to have Superman returning in Crisis on Infinite Earths, played by the same guy that's played him on Supergirl before, Tyler, and I forgot what his last name is.
I've actually really been liking him too.
Me
I don't
too.
know his last name.
So,
I actually keep forgetting his first name.
He's a really good Superman.
I think he's a good Superman.
Yeah, I really enjoy him.
Solid choice.
And the writing for him is really good.
Could be better. There are other people I'd rather see Superman, but
but for a TV actor, he's great. I love him. I think he could have been better. But anyways, so we got that news down. Now we're going to have another Superman in this movie. And guess who's going to be playing him?
Ooh, who?
Brandon Routh, the same guy that played him in Superman Returns, who currently plays the Atom on Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. Now, here's the thing.
That's actually really weird.
That's going to be really funny if they interact. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where no one's going to acknowledge that they look the same. I feel like they're just going to have to be I feel like they're going to try to keep their scenes separate because of that. But I don't know.
Often they do like snide jokes like that. I feel like it's going to be a joke.
It might. Especially you already had like the joke that that the Atom brought up about Supergirl when he brings up, "Man, she looks a lot like my cousin." So maybe they'll bring that joke up. I don't know. It was such an interesting thing for them to bring up that I did not expect. So you have him coming back, but he's not going to be playing the Superman from Superman Returns. He's going to be playing a version of Kingdom Come Superman. So,
which will be really interesting.
That'll be really interesting to see a live action version of. Now, it doesn't end there. There's possibly one more Superman coming back into this. We know that Tom, I forget his name, the guy who played Clark Kent in Smallville. Tom, do you know his last name by any chance?
I do not.
Okay, but anyways,
he is my favorite pick for Superman.
So he played Clark Kent, and at the very end becomes Superman at the very end of the show. But we never actually get to really see him in the full Superman suit. Now, I'm not going to say this is confirmed that he's playing Superman because it's confirmed he's coming into the Arrowverse for one episode of Arrow. They didn't say if it was going to be during Crisis on Infinite Earths. It just said he was going to be in one episode of Arrow. So it's safe to assume that if they're going to have him and they already have two Supermen, why not have a third, make it a trio of Supermen, and have him finally wear the Superman outfit and be like, so reprise his role as the Smallville Superman.
I think he was my favorite choice. I really wanted him to be the Superman from Supergirl. And I still want to see him in the suit.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorite choices. Right now.
It would, I would love to see him reprise his role and become Superman.
He wants to.
Yeah, because he's been wanting to be part of the Arrowverse. He's mentioned that he would love to play the Arrowverse version of Batman, but I have like another idea of who should be the Arrowverse version of Batman. I'll get to that in a moment. So we know he's coming, right? And now it gets even weirder. So, okay, I don't want to get hopes up for these next two because they could be playing a million different characters. I don't really think they're going to be reprising the roles, especially because one of them's already been in Supergirl before. But we have Linda Carter coming back, who played Wonder Woman back in the when did was that show out? Like 80s, right?
80s,
yeah,
right?
It was definitely 80s. I'm pretty sure.
That was.
Linda Carter is coming back, but again, it hasn't been confirmed if she's playing the same character she played on Supergirl or if she's going to be reprising her role as Wonder Woman. And then lastly...
But you have to think she's going to be, right?
I want her to be Wonder Woman, so badly. So cool. They've established that Themyscira exists in the Arrowverse, but they haven't established Wonder Woman yet. Lastly... actually two more things. So, second to last thing... Burt Ward is going to be coming into Crisis. It's not confirmed if he's going to be playing like an old retired Dick Grayson, but he is coming into the Arrowverse, so Robin from the original Batman and Robin TV show is coming. So, like, cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And he's shown that, he's shown that he can still have the same Robin voice even in his old age because he voiced Robin in the Adam West Batman and Robin like animated movie, and he did the voice spot on. So I'm very curious to see if he's going to be. I would love it if he was an old retired Dick Grayson.
I suspect he's probably going to be an older Dick Grayson, maybe an adult Nightwing, maybe. I really hope he's probably like an old near retired Nightwing.
Yeah, me too. Or like just a detective, like a private detective, but not a superhero. I would love that. Oh my god.
I suspect because he's Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
My bet is they reference the fact that he was Nightwing, but that he acts as like another Watchtower almost. That he's gonna play a big support role for the Bat system somehow.
Possibly. And then, okay, so this is where we get to our last thing. So, it's kind of been established now. Last season, it was finally established that John Diggle is just an alternate version of Jon Stewart. They made two direct references to that.
We all knew that, though, right?
Like, yeah, they've made two direct references to this by now because they had him. They had the '90s Flash when he appeared in the last year's crossover event. He referred to him as, "Hey, John, wait, you're not wearing your ring. Things must be different in this universe." You know, didn't refer to him by his last name, just said John in the ring. Like, it's obvious. It's very obvious. Like... And then we meet his stepdad, played by Ernie Hudson, and his stepdad's last name is Stewart. Yeah. So
it's like very obvious that like the non-Stewart is by marriage.
Oh yeah, like, exactly. So at this point, it's like obvious that he's like Jon Stewart, but in the Arrowverse. Now, they didn't make him Green Lantern for a while because of rights issues and because they didn't. It's safe to say when they first wrote John Diggle's character, they didn't really intend for him to be Jon Stewart at all. This was something that was added in because of fan theories, and they're like, let's play on this.
It was a happy add-on that they were glad to do because the fans like to go the extra mile anyways.
And they
decide, like, well, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know what? We're doing all this janky stuff anyways. Let's just jank this right in.
And, I still, to this day, am not sure if they're going to go full on with it, but there was an interview with the actor whose name I completely forgot, and I have problems. I'm so sorry, I'm terrible. Okay, I promise next episode when I'm talking about actors, I'm going to start writing their names down so I don't forget. I think it's David Ramsey, if I'm not mistaken, who plays John Diggle. But in an interview, he mentioned that someone asked him a question not even related to Green Lantern. He asked him if we're going to get more, scenes with you and your kid, like, in the future, if we're going to see more of your relationship. Because last season on Arrow, there were a lot of scenes that showed his son, Connor Hawke, but in the future. And you find out that Connor Hawke was someone that he adopted from the Bronze Tiger, so it's not his biological son, and that his actual son basically joined, like, a Deathstroke gang. So anyways, someone asked him what his relationship is going to be like with his son in the next season, and he goes, oh yeah, we're going to go a lot more into, family dramas, and then we're going to get more into the Green Lantern mythos. And it's weird how he said it casually, and he didn't stop himself, because usually when you say something like that,
there's usually like a big, like, oh no, like, he legit was just like, oh yeah, we're going to go into the Green Lantern mythos,
and that kind of stuff.
Like, and like everyone's like, wait, what? And it's just like, yeah.
So
no big deal.
All this being said, I wanted to talk about all this because, when we get to Crisis on Infinite Earths, it's going to be dumb, really fucking dumb. And I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. I don't care. So, obviously I brought up all the rumors because we know of all these actors that are coming into this. But of course, like, we want to believe that they're going to be playing the roles that we know them for, which is probably not going to happen. But let me just say now,
we can
we can hope. And even if it doesn't happen that way, I'm still going to enjoy the hell out of this crossover. It's going to be 5 episodes long. So it's going to be the one thing I find kind of weird about this, and only because it's going to definitely break the pacing and make it really, it's going to be really annoying that they're doing it this way, is that they're going to have the first 3 episodes take place during the essentially first quarter of all the TV shows. So in other words, like, you know how they always do their, like, mid-season breaks? That's
Yep.
when the first 3 episodes are going to be. Then the mid-season break is going to come, and then they're going to continue the next 2 episodes after the big break. So that's the one major problem I have with this,
So
is that that's
I
going to
actually,
really fucking break the pacing,
yeah,
I think.
I hate that this is what every fucking show does now. Every
Yeah.
one of these streaming shows. I'm really tired of mid-season finales. I'm really tired of breaks between continued plot lines. I hated it. I don't think there's a time I hated it more than with the recent Star Trek Discovery. Despise it then. I hate it with when my anime does it. When Attack on Titan does half a season, I have to wait like a year or more for the other half to a season. I'm really, 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 really tired of this. I want them just to get it straight. Just do seasons.
Yeah.
A season should be a season. If you want to do a 2-season story, that's cool, but don't break up a season to do it. Just do it in 2 seasons. Or do it in a season and the next half of the next season, and then do some filler lines or some single stories after it. You can do anything you want, but it does so much to break up the pacing, break up the feels, break the hype cycle. It destroys the build-up for these.
I fully agree. Yeah. So that's the one thing that's kind of bugging me about all the news that we've heard about it so far. But yeah, so with all this being said, I can't fucking wait for this crossover.